1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the Philip DeBrinko Show, the show that is the best show that's not really a show, but it's me talking to a camera for 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah.
What's happening, nation? Welcome to today's show, and of course, my name is Abdul Rahim Abid. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about food dyes, or as more commonly known, food coloring. Food dyes are chemicals that are used to enhance the appeal of foods by making certain colors pop. The reason we have these chemicals is because we eat with our eyes. What that means is that the more appealing and appetizing a meal looks, the greater the likelihood that we're going to enjoy it and find it much more delicious. Some of the first people to take advantage of food dyes or things to enhance the appearance of foods were the ancient Romans, where they used things like berries, nuts, and spices. However, to this day, we still use food dyes to enhance the aesthetics of our food. But things like berries and nuts, which are known as natural food dyes, are quite costly, so we have turned to artificial or synthetic food dyes. Today I'm going to be focusing on Red 40, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at that. Intermission! Alright, so this is the structure of the Red 40 molecule, and as you can see, as a molecule, it is not that big. Its IUPAC name is that, and I really don't want to read this because I'm only going to make a fool of myself and waste your time. As a molecule, it is usually red and completely odorless at room temperature. It is also usually found in powder form and is completely soluble. But what I want to talk about is this double nitrogen bond holding the benzene rings together. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at that. The way the double nitrogen bonds are held together is called an azo bond, explaining why this molecule is part of the azo family. A consequence of this azo bond is N-delocalization, which causes for vivid colors, especially reds, oranges, and yellows, explaining why most food dyes are part of the azo family. Red 40, or Allure 40 as is commonly known in Canada, was originally made out of coal tar. However, as of recently, it's been made out of petroleum, because not only is petroleum cheaper than coal tar, but it's also much more vibrant and stable. Now, I would love to go into the details of how exactly Red 40 is made, but things like this are closely guarded industry secrets. So, to that I say, darn you industries! Alright, so now you're probably saying, listen kid, get to the point. Why are you telling me any of this? And to that answer, because you need to know this. Red dye 40 has many negative health effects, especially on younger children. There have been many studies done on this molecule, and even though researchers can't quite seem to decide on exactly what it's doing to us, they know that even in small doses, it's affecting us. In a recent study done in 2004 at the University of Southampton, 260 young children between the ages of 3 and 8 were all given sugary drinks. In one group, those kids had red dye 40 in their drinks, and researchers noted that even in a very small group, there was a shocking increase in inattention, impulsivity, and overactivity compared to the kids in the control group, or kids that didn't have red dye 40 in their drinks. After this, a government-funded study was launched in order to see the long-term effects of red dye 40. And what they concluded was that certain mixtures of artificial food colors are associated with an increase in hyperactivity in children. What that means is that the greater the amount of food dyes that are present in your children's food, the greater their chance of developing ADHD. After these studies, Red 40 was banned from Denmark, Belgium, France, and Switzerland. However, here in Canada and in the USA, it is still completely legal. And the reason why is because the FDA still does not recognize it as a chemical that is harmful to us. Alright guys, the purpose of the video is not to scare you. I don't want you going out and burning down grocery stores or throwing everything in your pantry out. The purpose of the video is to inform you of what it is exactly you're putting in your own body and the body of your loved ones. Because, as you know, knowledge is power! Alright guys, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. And remember, this is how the cookie crumbles.